So I wanted to briefly talk about what's going on with Street Fighter 5, and the whole thing right now is everybody's saying like, hey, there's some revival, they're gonna do Super Street Fighter 5 and all this stuff, and people are talking about the different changes and the things they'd like to see in the game to improve the game. And in my opinion, it's kind of like it's gotten to a point where it's too late, and the changes that people want are not going to improve the experience. So let me go over a couple of those things with you so you can understand what I'm talking about and see if you agree with what I'm saying on this. One of the biggest problems, or one of the biggest things people are saying, is more characters. Give us Sakurai, give us Sagat. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, would that improve my experience of this game? You know, all the pressure, all the stuff like that, is that really going to improve the experience that you have in the game? And let's look at one character, Akuma. Before Akuma came out, everyone was like, whoa, Akuma's in the game. That's so awesome. I love this character. I'm so excited for him. Same thing with Yuri. Same thing with Urien. Those three characters were highly anticipated. L.I. Joe's reaction when they revealed him was ridiculous. Everyone was so hyped. And you heard that excitement in the crowd when they revealed Yuri. We were like, oh my God, Yuri's gonna be Yuri. And she turned out to be terrible, a bad character, and frankly, kind of boring. Same thing with Akuma. Like, Akuma's pretty cool. Like he has some stuff. But, like, is he really what the game needs to succeed? No. And the same goes for Yuri and Urien. And the same will go for Sakura, and the same will go for Sagat. Because they're going to be built into this game's engine. And that's the thing that people aren't thinking about when they think about the changes that they would like to see. Is, wow, like, the system sucks. The game engine sucks. The lack of footsies sucks. That doesn't even combo unless that's counter hit. Stupid. Like, that's dumb. Like, dumb. You know, there's no range in this game. Like, look at that. That's range. That's like a crouching light kick in Street Fighter 4. Like what? If you, like, the ranges, if this was Street Fighter 4, a button would hit at this range. And look at this. Like, I have nothing except standing high punch, which leads to nothing unless I fucking use my V trigger to get anything. The game really lacks cancelable range. You know, cancelable normals with range. So if I just, like, record, right, with Nash, like, that's not cancelable. I can't cancel into that a boom. Why can't I have that? Why can't a character have more defense? And that's the biggest problem with the game. So we'll go back to a couple other things people are saying. Is people are like, oh, online needs to be better. Online's better. Okay, so the online's a little better. We'll make it better for you. But what about your but then it comes back to your offline experience, to your tournament experience, to your playing with your friends experience. Is that still the same? Yeah. Still the same. And the online for Street Fighter 5 isn't terrible, guys. Like, it's not bad. When I'm in a match, I'm not like, oh, this is so ass. No, it's really not that bad. That's really not important. And other people are saying, oh, arcade mode. Is that at this point in the game cycle going to make or break your decision to keep playing this? Really, let's be honest. At this point, maybe like the third, fourth, fifth month, all right, totally understandable. You're kind of feeling it. You want some arcade mode. I get that. But in terms of a year, almost a year and a half into the game's lifespan, if you're still crying about arcade mode at this point, you're probably not going to stick around for the game anyway. You're just not. It's just not going to happen. So what the game needs is it needs a facelift. It needs to have a better online experience for the time that it takes to get your matches. That's important. I'm sitting here and I'm just like, dude, I want to play and learn this game. You know, at least learn it. You know, I want it to be easy to get to matches. Heck, Injustice takes like 10 to 15 seconds every time to get me a match. Now, all the time. Like, it's so simple. You know, I play Tekken. Whoa, super fast. This game, I'm waiting like 5 minutes. What the fuck? Hey, I won't go into detail about things I dislike about the game. I'm just talking about things that need to improve for the people that are already committed and said they don't like the game or they don't like the direction. The things they're saying aren't going to fix the game. Like, what's going to fix the game is maybe more combos. Give every character some technical combos, maybe? I like the addition of more supers or V triggers. Give them different things. I think that's cool. Just like Super Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 4. You know, as people gave Street Fighter 4 shit like, oh, it's not that great, and they're like, well, give Street Fighter 5 time. Street Fighter 4 it had so much time. We've given this game a year and a half. We don't even have 25 characters. We don't have multiple V triggers or critical arts. We don't have a decent online experience. We don't have an arcade mode. We don't have characters that we really want. Let's disregard the number for a second. Like, who voted in, like, yeah, Armika, really want her in, or Nash, I really want Nash in? Not a lot of people. Karen was kind of requested. That was kind of cool. So we got to see some Karen. Geef was popular. Some people were like, T-Hawk as a joke would be funny. You know, there's a lot of staple characters that aren't here that I think any hardcore or competitive or casual person would like to see. So, for example, E. Honda, you know, Blanca. Those are characters that people really wanted to see. Sagat. Those are characters that are important to the franchise, that people recognize, that people like. Like Cody. Cody is a popular character. Or Dudley. They're popular. Or Yoon or Yang. You know, characters that people enjoy. Or Q. Any character. No one said, oh, I would love to play as Colleen. No one said that, even after we saw the story. No one was like, oh, give me Ed. Well, I mean, I think a couple people were. I take that back. That's kind of cool. He was a cool ad, but his button input thing was stupid. And a lot of people didn't really like that. And because it's not traditional Street Fighter, it's like putting Tekken commands into a Street Fighter game. It just wasn't desired. It just wasn't what people wanted to see. And that's like the ultimate problem with the Street Fighter franchise is Capcom's not listening to what people want. Same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm not going to get into that. But I think the game, it's going to die. It has to die. Because Capcom isn't going to do what we want anymore. They're not doing it. They haven't been doing it. What makes you guys think that all of a sudden Capcom's going to fucking start doing it? What indication have we received that Capcom is really listening? In honesty, we never know anything about the game. They never tell us when characters are. They delay things. They put the servers down. They make you go through the survival mode bullshit just to get fucking colors. They scam you and make you waste your time every week logging in to do the same missions you've done for a year. Like, there's nothing exciting about Street Fighter 5. And the Super Street Fighter 5, unless they change the engine of the game and they add combos and they change the system, it's not going to get better. So don't sit there and think, oh, well, if they just had Sakura, it'll be great. Because you know she's not going to play as she played where you enjoyed her. You know that Akuma isn't going to be as cool as he was in Street Fighter 4. Because he's not as cool. He's not as in-depth. He has more depth than fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And Street Fighter 2. Like, I don't know about Street Fighter 2. But the thing is that that's where the community is at. Is the game sucks. So unless we see system mechanic changes, the game is going to die. The game is destined to die. And it should die because there are other games that are doing things so well. But everybody plays Street Fighter 5 for the money, right? But here's the funny thing. If you guys all played the good games, the money wouldn't be in Street Fighter anymore. But it's because of this following that the money's there. You have to lead by example. A top player has to walk away and say, I'm not playing Street Fighter anymore. I'm done. And that's the only way that things are going to get better. But that's my beef, guys. That's what Street Fighter 5 needs to be a good game. It is not a good game now. Let's be honest with ourselves. Long live Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Peace.